Hey folks, this is Bardic Dragoon. Welcome back to Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. So we last left off, we became the owner of a mine. Also, we found that apparently Fulmer's Hughes wasn't dead, and are currently working in Spire with him to take down a Templar. Sounds like fun times. Anyway, also, we just found the last lore stone for the Hollowlands, I believe.
A fire from the heavens struck Saina, and her plumage burst into flames. She flew high to cool her feathers and dove to extinguish the fires. Still nothing would cease the burning, and she knew that she was doomed. So she absorbed as much of the heat of the sun and the spirit of fire as she could, and fell dead to the earth. Now, only her bones remain, but she will rise again if life is threatened in the Hollowlands.
And I presume those giant bones in the middle of the desert are hers? That makes sense. I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so with pretty much everything we can do taken care of in the Hollowlands, it's time to move on. This time we're heading to Menetyre. And what's in Menetyre? Oh boy, giant spiders! You know what, fuck it. How are you still alive? Yep, giant spiders. Ain't that great? My favorite enemy type. Woo. There's actually more going on in Menetyre. Actually, I'm not sure we're even in Menetyre yet, technically. What's this? Ah, Thryden's Charge. What is that? Yep, boosted damage. I can live with that, definitely. More damage for the f***ing spiders. Also, hidden door. Hoorah. No persuasion, no, but that's some Essence of Fate. You don't find that too often. And let's see, crude hex weave. Not really worth it. Alright, cool. Off to a great start so far as far as finding things and treasures and all that go. Alright, the spiders are dead. I just have a Crodock. Thankfully... Oh, he actually took some damage. Where the heck did all these zombies come from? We left those behind with, what's his name? Fulmer's Hughes' research partner, who might be insane and evil. And might also be part of why the Well of Souls worked on us. I don't know. Things are getting complicated, okay? Also, I just noticed I missed a treasure over in this direction as I was fighting those zombies. And just a skeleton jammed into some rocks. I doubt it'll be anything good, but, you know, yeah, it wasn't that great. A basic weapon that we can't even, well, we could technically use a greatsword if I wanted to, but we wouldn't have a lot of the abilities compared to what we have now, so, nah, we're good.
Taxing through swamp and ice, desert and wood, was the exodus from frozen lands. Upon each hill the priestess sang, and closer to Erythel they came. The people walked in groups, the future houses of Rathir, planning the lives of gold and silver, music and laughter. Lush fields and streams Tyrion described to farmers, the first makers of the bread and food we eat today. The mages that awaited Lyria's touch now reap her power.
Alright, been a while since we found a Stone of Spring. I thought those were only in, what is it, the Feylands? Or Dalentarth. I mean, this whole area is the Feylands, but you... bring that back in. But yeah, I thought we'd left those things behind in the Stone... or in Dalentarth, but I guess not. And here we are in Menetyre. Menetyre, as mentioned... Why do I have this? As I mentioned, well, I think I mentioned, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in a previous video, but it is scaled levels 8 to 23, so we're walking in over-leveled here. So this should be entertaining. I hate giant spiders. I mean, they're not hard to kill, but I still hate giant spiders. But yeah, this place is, well, it's kind of just a cluster of little canyons and pathways. It's not as open as like the Hollowlands were, or even Alcerund. It's actually kind of similar, though, when you look at it on like the larger map, you doesn't notice it, but it's kind of similar to Hakshi as far as the way that it's laid out overall. Anyway, get back to the local map. And actually, no, let's go this way first. There's also not too many quests or like major things to do here. At least not currently. Arguably, it's kind of odd. Nope, okay, still not good in my frozen sector. It occurs to me, we are going in hard on that ice damage. Okay then. Nope, okay. Oh yeah, there's kind of one major thing here, and we can interact with it and get some use out of it, but it's something we really aren't going to get a lot of use out of until later in the game. Hall of the Firstborn is related to that as well. And yeah, that's one of the dungeons that we can find here. There's, what is it, 3 dungeons in total here? Yeah, 3 dungeons. And yeah, that one is one we'll be back to later on. It's kind of one of those things, like, I don't know if there's a clear-cut order that, like, the world as a whole should be done in. Like, the way level scaling is designed seems to point towards, well, the way that level scale... what map? The way level scaling is kind of designed, pretty much you go through Dalentarth, and then Plains of Aerithal and Menetyre are both scaled more or less the same, with the level scaling from like the more eastern, or sorry, more western portions of it being usually like 8 to 20 or 8 to 21 or something like that, and later portions being scaled more like 10 to 25 in both of them. Since there's, but like I said, I decided to do Menetyre mostly because that trainer in Alcerund, and also there's some interesting things in Edessa once we get there. What more spiders? No, screw it. Scorched Earth. I'm probably going to be seeing a lot of that Scorched Earth tactic in this video, because I just really don't feel like putting up with spiders. Nope. Nope. Alright, anyway. Let's see, now that way leads to that. There we go. Okay, this way. It's the direction we want to go, I believe. Like I said, this area is kind of a twisty maze of kind of canyons and such, so finding your way around is a bit weird. Not quite like the... Or, you know, my shield could get it. Honestly, having the shield launch projectiles is useful, but kind of makes doing combos hard. Like, I'm about to combo this guy. Oh, nope, my shield killed him off. Never mind. Okay, cool. That's fine. Anyway, yes, okay, this is the path. We want to go down this pathway. There is a quest down here, and if I remember correctly, it'll give us a nice smooth transition to the main feature of this area. It's a quest I'm thinking it is. There's really only like 2 or 3 quests in this area, because one of them is kind of a part of the other quest. It's weird if I'm not, or at least if I remember correctly. It's a bit weird. I'll talk to you in a moment. Lorestone.
He only needed one name. The Carver. Like the wind, or the lightning, or the dawn. With his presence, a new age began. The kings of the south stood. They were the lords of the desert sea.
And that's the first Lorestone of Menetyre. Of course, like most of the places, there's, what, probably 5 of those? Lorestones. Menetyre. You have 5 of them. And grants us a bonus to armor, so that's cool. Actually, I'm thinking about it. The way that the menu is laid out for the Lorestones, maybe that actually gives a hint to a kind of the best order. I don't know. Anyway. Talk to you. You look like you might need some help.
Normally, I'd advise you to take a leap off that ledge, but at the moment, I find myself in need of aid. Don't think you'll get anything out of it, though. I certainly won't teach you anything.
What happened to you?
Damned kobolds is what. Poison spear to my leg and it's begun to fester. There are things for it, easy to gather myself. If I could walk.
What about a healing potion? I got lots of those.
Foul stuff. I never touch it. The natural course of healing's best, if you ask me.
Alright, I'll help you out gather the stuff, because you apparently don't like medicine.
I'd be grateful, but don't expect any wisdom or a fine-crafted gift. Hermits have little to give. I'll need spider sack ichor, fenrack from the canyon below, and grist from a Jotun's cookpot. Can you get me those?
Okay. Let's pursue this quest. Go find this dude some stuff. Also... Ooh, Stormblade. Looks like, what is that, a longsword? Unshan, god of the sky, gifted this legendary blade to an Almain woman of great courage who risked her life saving a priest of Unshan. That's nifty. Not something we have much use for. How about these hexweave robes? 21 points. Nope. Alright, cool. So let's see. Where are the things he needs? One's there. One's there. Where's the third one? He said 3 things, right? Oh, we already have spider sack ichor. Cool, I don't know when we found that, but nifty. Okay. So then let's get to getting on with the other stuff. And, some scarlet flowstone. Alright, so we're all the way back down here. And... Alright, looks like this way is going to be the best way to... Oh, hey, there's another lore stone. Might as well grab that while we're here.
First, he made the river in the arc of the great snake-tail. When that grew tedious, he turned his attention to the cliffs, the dunes, the depths.
That was short. But the carver apparently carved this land So the Fae say. Oh, hello. Yeah, I think I'm starting to see the appeal of the mage build. That meteor is just a giant FU button to any enemy encounters, and I'm okay with that. Alright, so then there's that one. And then... let's see. That one's down there. Okay, I see what we need to do. At least I think I see what we need to do. The map could be lying to me. You never know. Though considering the last ingredient is grist from a Jotun cook pot, methinks we're about to be finding some of our favorite two-headed friends. Yep. That meteor is definitely just a giant FU win button, isn't it? I mean, I'm very much okay with that, but still, it is a giant FU I win button, pretty much. Gotta admit, the views from up here are pretty nice. But then again, I don't know, something like, I don't know if it's something innate to, like, just people, like, being high up. There's a certain appeal of that view because you can see more and it has a greater sense of control, maybe, or something like evolutionary psychology or something, I don't know. I thought it was protection. Bonus to armor. Oh, health regeneration. I like that, too. That is good stuff. But yeah, I don't know, oh, big armored Jotun even. Cool, okay. Hey, buddy. Oh, wow. There we go. Okay, maybe not as big of a FUI win button as I thought it was, but that was still amusing and fun. But yeah, I don't know, just like being up in high places. I mean, I guess if you're afraid of heights, it's a different story.
The carver made by the morning what takes the cycles centuries to shape. He bored holes in the red marches and chiseled the spine in the Ulcerund. Echoes rang through the canyons of Menetyre. He gouged the hollow lands and then left it barren.
Made all this pretty stuff and left nothing to look at it, I suppose. But yeah, because, like, there's actually a mountain out near here that I've hiked. I mean, it's not like a super, like, intense mountain to hike up. There's a path. I mean, partially there's a path because there's research centers and antennas at the top and stuff like that are, like, very clearly marked off, like, if you this is a public area, except this part. But yeah, like, getting to the top of that and looking over the city is just, it's a great view. I don't know. Something high up, great view. I don't even know where I was going with this. Or even if I was going somewhere, I was briefly distracted by killing Jotun. It tends to happen. Hey! I might just be overpowered, and I'm okay with that. There we go. So we should return to that dude to help him out, but, you know, we've killed a Jotun camp here. We might as well see if there's anything interesting around. Robes of Fire Attunation. Yeah, not even worth it. Not even close to, like, considering if it's worth it. It just, that was a bad armor choice. Or a bad piece of armor. Whatever. Words. I can words. If I couldn't words, would I be making these videos? Probably yes still, but, you know, it'd be less of a good idea. Ow.
The great cycle brought powerful magic to Amalur. The arcane veil begat King Issa's reign, and all things in balance, also its destruction. The seasons passed, the summer wilted into autumn, and Lord Own culled his strength. King Issa's sway receded as does the shade at noon. The Feylands rested from their sprouting, and a haze of indolence silenced the woods. When the winter moon waned, it began. A terrible thunder rolled across the darkened plains of Erethdel.
Another seasonal stone. Don't want us to come across any of those. I guess it makes sense Jotun would be carrying around a hammer, but that doesn't do me any good. Actually, wait. Double-plated chaucers. That's a unique item? That sounds like such a generic thing. Double-plated and double-enchanted by Jotun rune crafters. Resized for lesser mortals. Alright, we'll remove that from junk, because that's actually a unique item. We're keeping a collection of those in our house. It's getting pretty big, actually. And what's over here? Since we're exploring. Oh, hey, buddy. Just you? No, you didn't even give me anything. You didn't even drop anything. I'm sad now. Oh, luckily this is just another entrance to the Jotun camp. So he ran into the middle of it and then came out the other side. Because Jotun don't frighten us. We frighten them. And then let's see. Alright, we can go down that path. And that'll get us to something else. I don't remember which cave that is, but I think that's one of the ones. Well, there's one that doesn't have any relevance to plot, one that does for like a local quest, and the one we already saw that has importance for a quest that we'll get to later. Potentially much later. And it depends how things pan out. You know what? There, you're all dead now. Okay, back to conflicting that Scarlet Flowstone. But yeah. This here is, well, at least the name that popped up across the screen makes me think so. Let me get closer to the entrance just to make sure. Also loot this pile of just junk. Yeah, Tirskar Mine. This place has no plot relevance. So let's go take a look inside. And much like the mines in the Hollowlands, this is once again scaled levels 10 to 25. I honestly don't know what to expect here. Apparently cobalt. Apparently the answer was cobalt all along. That is right. Bow at my feet, you weakling. Alright, let's... Really, more of you guys, huh? There's only two of them. This is probably overkill, but screw it, I'm having fun. I'm having fun with my overkill. Thank you very much. Actually, let me check something here really quickly. One moment. Nope. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Alright, cool. Sorry, my timer, I realized I wasn't able to see my timer. I had to fix that. I don't foresee this being a super long... Well, it might be, actually, since I plan to do the entire area in this one video, not like the last time where we split it across 2 videos. Given that there was a total of 2.5 hours of gameplay for those 2 videos, well, not including death. What the heck is that? Ferox. 10% damage to slightly wounded creatures. Mana Steel, detect hidden. Necromantic enchantments and brutal ornamental styles suggest this mysterious weapon comes from Ediel's Corinthian age. Well, it's a unique, so we're going to keep it, but I don't even know what is that. It's a longsword? That is not a pleasant looking thing. Anyway. Ooh. Let's see, both fire and ice. It doesn't have that overall boost to ice damage, but honestly, fire damage is kind of my main thing right now, since they just drop meteorites on people and be like, nope, I'm not fighting you. Meteorite, you're dead. But yeah, it's overall damage. We've got about a 10% increase. We've got 81 points for base damage on that versus 67. Most of it isn't that burning damage. Actually, you know what? No, this isn't that good, actually. And then we'll take a look, double check the scepter, but I'm pretty sure, yep, it's not as good. I should pay attention and actually remember what the attack power of my scepter is, but nah. That'd require effort. I ain't doing that. Alright, junk that scepter. A lot of boxes to break in here. Then again, that seems to be a hallmark of mines in this world. I mean, probably in general. Oh, I guess we're not going in that direction. Also, giant fuck you meteorite. When you're feeling lazy, but you got a lot of stuff to kill. There we go. Nah. See, the problem is that plus 70 health is really appealing. Plus, I'm noticing a lot of the chalk rooms are a lot more damage over time rather than upfront damage, which isn't a bad thing, but it's like, 12 points. But we don't get that boost to mana or the boost to our sorcery abilities. So I'll say no to that. So now we have a flooded tunnel in the mine. Okay. Interesting. Modus reports 4. Okay, well, I have to clear out some junk apparently. There we go, that freed up quite a bit of space. And where'd the book go? Notes of Octane's crimes. Oh yeah, we got that after talking to, after finding Hughes, that's right. Okay. Oh, when do we find these? Okay, apparently it was while we were searching for Hughes in the, what's it called, the Saltwell Caverns. Damn it all, it's bad enough being stuck in this lab after FH. Left for Alistar. Now we're all left at the hands of VI. I thought we were doing something noble here, but instead I find the work getting grislier by the day. The bodies are lining the hallways now, and there's more than we can clean up by ourselves. Even the incinerator's only half working, and in spite of all of our problems, one of the other assistants still thinks they have time for morbid jokes. I found some of the bodies, and I had found some of the bodies that moved again. I don't know where this fool, whoever he is finding it's time to move around some rotten corpses when we're as busy as we are. I mean, it's not like they can move themselves. And then they moved themselves and killed him. Okay, so what we actually found here, the Modus reports. Examined the output of the dig over the last month, measuring the bulk of the ore that was successfully mined compared to the rock needed to be removed to obtain it. In general, yields were 1 part ore for every 10 of refuse. The ratio speaks for itself. The minerals are nearly jumping out of the rock. Is 1 in 10 a good ratio when you're mining? I don't know. I've never worked in the field, and I really don't have much desire to either, if I'm being honest. Seems like a lot of backbreaking work in small confined spaces. Not my style, thank you very much. I mean, not to knock people who that is their style, that's what they do, but nope, I am very much on the nope side of that bar. Alright, and this way leads back to the main path, but this way leads deeper in. Apparently there's still somehow deeper in. This is a really big mine. Then again, if the ratios were as good as it made it sound like in that note, I guess that makes sense, huh? Meteors came and killed everybody in their sleep. The end. I don't know, that feels especially mean like, even compared to, like, just dropping meteors on normal enemy encounters, but, like, that especially feels mean. Like, they're all just chilling out, and then, like, oh, and then giant fiery rocks rained from the heavens and killed you all. Master's Tallow. Interesting. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's part of a quest. Maybe this is a plot relevant area, I don't know. And yeah, there we go, pile of rocks. Alright. That's... And then we just blow up whatever's left in the haze and figure that should do the trick. And it really does 9 times out of 10. Oh hey, how did I miss that when we came in through the first time? Give it. Actually, wait, did we come this way? No, we didn't come this way. Oh, okay, I see what happened. Curlin's Scepter. The Scepter of Witch Knight Curlin, a powerful Tuatha known to have tinkered with the necromantic sorceries. Let's see. Ooh, chance to steal health and mana on hit, and fire damage. I'll have to take a look at it. Another Modus Mining Survey. Interesting. So let's take a look at that. 3 possible veins in the area. Difficult to assess the ease of ore excavation. Due to the overwhelming presence of Jotun in the area, Warsworn Keep might pacify hostiles, but would require additional funding from Modus. Possibly keeping them on retainer not cost effective. Okay. Now, as for weapons. Weaker than what we have right now, but diversifying our damage typing and no, it's still... Yeah, no. I mean, we're not using scepters anyway, so it's kind of a moot point, but yeah. I don't know why, but them ragdolling through the air as a meteorite hit, just that amused me. Probably says horrible things about me as a person that I find that so entertaining, but I did. I can't even deny it. Alright. So let's head back to the guy and give him his healing ingredients and probably get nothing out of it because he sounds kind of like a jackass. Or jackhole, jackass, asshole, that's the word I was looking for. I don't know why that took me so much effort to think of the word, but that was the word I was looking for. Alright, so down this hill. And Scarlet Flowstone. And that is the path to, what is it? Apote. Apote. I don't know how to say that. Ow. Screw you all. Lorestone.
Finally, the carver rested. He grew a mountain crowned with clouds by the river, and leaned against its side to sleep. Ages passed, and the sand settled into his work, and all the land was still.
All right, cool. Alright, so we kind of got sidetracked here. So, actually, now let's take the path around. Since we're here, we might as well... God damn it, more spiders. Hey, guess what? Wrath of the heavens falls upon you! And you're still alive somehow. You're all dead. There. That what you wanted? 'Cause that's what you got. Just a body lying on the ground. Didn't even have any good items on him. Oh well. Alright, this way. And back up here to the old hermit, living up here. Oh good, he's still here. I was about to say, is it gonna be full like we come up here and he's actually dead?
Oh, about bloody time. Spider gland for the festering, Fenrak for the pain, and Stugris to keep my strength up. You've done me a good turn, stranger. I live a hermit's life, so have little to give. I hope you'll take this as thanks. You'll get nothing else.
Okay. And so then the hermit went back to living his life as a solitary jerk. Yeah, somewhere where we don't have any active quests. We'll fix that in before too long. Let's see. Follow that path. Yes, okay. Actually, let's follow the path next to it, because I don't think we took that before. Yeah, we didn't take that before. And well, for one thing, hey, we got some Scarlet Flowstone. That's always nice. And then, yes, this route. Because, well, here we have this man.
What, you surely ask, is such a well-heeled Praetorian doing here among the dust and brambles? Removing the tarnish for my name and solving the Jotun problem.
What Jotun problem?
The old Ragnar has died, and his successor is stirring the embers of war. But he's too clever to openly provoke the warsworn, so he's attacking gnomes instead. That will not stand. I have a plan to settle this, but it requires someone of both delicacy and grit.
What is a Ragnar?
Priest, apothecary, and spiritual guide to Jotun kind. The old Ragnar ruled all the Jotun in these heights and the mountains beyond. If this upstart stirs all of them to war, things could go badly for everyone.
Why not ask the Warsworn? Their keep is right over there, as you mentioned.
The Warsworn have their place in my plan, but not yet. Coaxing the Ragnar to show his face requires a subtlety that our local Castellan lacks.
Alright, I'll pretend like I fit that description. Not sure about the subtlety, but well, let's give it a shot.
Yes, I think you do. First, we must find some new and better enemies for the Jotun. Go into Tyrskotter Mine, southeast of here, and steal the clan totem from the kobolds that dwell there. Then return to me.
Oh. Okay, so I was mistaken about Tyrskotter. So let's travel back to Tyrskotter Mine. All the way at the back, of course. Unless because we accepted the quest, they've repopulated this place. So it shouldn't be too hard or take too long to get back there. Nothing to fight. Not that it took long when there was things to fight. What with my propensity for just dropping meteors on people because they annoy me. You know, it occurs to me with statements like that, I might not be a good person to be put in a position of power. I mean, admittedly, though, it's not like the president can drop meteors on people. Or can he? Makes you think. Or something. Oh, that's what that thing there was. Okay. Cool. Now let's get out of here. I'm not quite sure what the clan totem will do since I kind of killed all of the Cobalt clan. I'm sure it's fine. Its plan will still work. Alright. And then there's really no easy... Oh. Yeah, no, there's no easy way to get over to him. So we'll just hoof it. I mean, again, we've killed most of the enemies that are wandering the area, so should be relatively quick. Fortunately, not quick enough for the fact that there's not a lot going on. Eh. There's a shrine over here. By the way, that's a Warsworn keep there. We'll interact with that before too long. Oh, is that a dive spot right against the shore? No, no, it isn't. Well, actually, you know what? There we go, Ironfast Keep. Don't want to go there yet, but it'll probably make getting around this place a little bit easier. And there's a lore stone in the middle of the water, interesting. And there we go, okay, I was about to say, I thought I saw some, what's it called? Flowstone something, I don't know. No, and there's another dungeon. Should be relevant before too long here.
That day, the carver woke to find his touch run dry. The wellspring of his power dead as dust at the source. He heard then the first whisper, the first mention. Mortals.
So his power was taken by the mortals, apparently. Feel like there's more of a story to it than that, but you know, whatever.
Ah, you have the totem? Good. We've made some enemies, so now we must make the feeling mutual. Kill 3 Jotun chieftains known as the Ragnar's Chosen. Their deaths will enrage the Ragnar like nothing else. After killing each of the Chosen, plant one of these kobold daggers in his chest. That should do the trick. Look,
Okay.
it begins.
Alright, so now we need to go up to the Jotun part of this area. That's fine. Fortunately, not a lot of fast travel spots here in Menetyre. But it's fine. Also, I mean, there's a hidden chest over here, so it's worth it, question mark. But this is the path back to Alice Rund. And there's really nothing. Oh, there's another hidden chest. There's nothing along it, he says, as he realizes there's another hidden chest that he didn't see before. Oh. Wow, Kurdoks are some hardy bastards. Oh god, there's two of them. Nope. Nope. Kindly stop that. And pile of rocks, of course. Always a pile of rocks. Alright, let's get the heck out of Alcerund and get back to Menetyre and what we were doing in there. Starting a war between the Jotun and the Kobold, apparently. I feel like that would be a bit one-sided. And again, Kobold have long-range weaponry and Jotun just run in and hit things hard. I mean, they got super armor to like just absorb the hits, but still, I don't know. Just feels like maybe that's not much of a picking better enemies for the Jotun, I guess. It just means there's no background music from walking around here. Of course, just as I say that, it kicks in. Alright, let's see. Alright, plant the Kobold dagger in his chest, and the other two are at other points inside the camp. That makes sense. Okay, wait, did it, like, I was pickpocketing him for a second there before he actually died? That was weird. And then, okay, oh, they're in this part of the camp, okay. Did I already pick that flower? Oh, and I missed a chest too before. Ah, nifty. I mean, not much useful in the chest. And, nope, no reagents found. Reagents, blah, 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 words. Right, well, that didn't go properly. we go. And that should be... Yep, 3 of 3. Now let's go talk to the guy again. For some reason, the quest ticker on the actual main screen is not updating quickly enough, I guess. I don't know. Come back down here, and the dude's right here, right? Yeah, there he is. There's his tent, or his cab, or yeah, tents. He had a cart as well, but the cart didn't have a cloth top or something like that. Why are you over there? I really should have looked at my map. Okay, fine. So we'll go there. This is gonna be quicker. Up the hill, 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 hill, up the hill. Oh, there he is. I was about to say, well, did we just climb up the hill for nothing? Really?
And here, you see, it all falls beautifully into place. The kobolds will come for their totem. And this new Ragnar will see a challenge that he cannot ignore, and a battle he'll think he can win. Of course, neither he nor any will survive it.
Why not?
Well, there may be a victor for a moment or two, but in the end, I will be the only winner, you will see. Meet me on the height above 2 paths. My beautiful, beautiful...
So, we supposed to just watch the fight, or...? Okay. Just speed things along. Okay, so it just targeted that on me. Okay, good to know. Figured it was like you were in front of me or something, but I guess not. Okay, so when's the part where you win come in? Because so far we're just watching some really sloppy AI slap fighting here, basically. Okay, we need to adjust because it's not as easy to keep view on them. There we go.
Go on, tear each other apart. Beautiful. You wanted war? Now, go!
Okay, go what? Do what? No.
Go on! Tear each other apart!
Okay, wait, what's happening now? Everything. Clan Jotun. Now that the Kobolds have lost, paid Warsworn are sweeping in to finish up the job. Okay. The Warsworn aren't doing too great.
My beautiful, beautiful plan.
You're quite satisfied with yourself.
A sight to behold.
I mean, you only have 3 Warsworn, and they seem to be spending more time getting their butts kicked. And then there's like just that one guy over there. He's just chilling. Chilling like a supervillain or whatever. I know the fact that if I jump down there, I'd have to climb back up here in order to complete the quest, probably. But I almost feel like just joining in the fight and like just kicking monster butt, because these Warsworn are not doing a good job of it. Like, wow.
My beautiful, beautiful plan. Go on, tear each other apart. My beautiful, beautiful plan.
Should we be doing something?
Warsworn gleaming in the sun.
What
You may
now?
watch or join the fray. The choice is yours.
Frankly, I'm bored of watching. I'm probably going to regret it because of having to jump back up here, but you know what? Screw this. You! And now we have to climb all the way back up there to speak with him, as I suspected. Oh well. Frankly, or he just comes down here, that works too.
All have lost, but we have won thanks to my genius and your hard work. You have earned your reward. Have this. As for me, I have earned a trip to Odessa and surely Centurion rank.
Alright, you enjoy that. Meanwhile, we're going here.
We see
And-
few enough strangers in Ironfast. Welcome.
Okay, so yeah, I know I said we'd be doing this all in one video, but quite frankly, I mean, I suppose I didn't spend so much time watching that fight. Actually, no, because even then, it would have still taken us to about an hour. Oh, what the heck, it's just one more thing that we need to do. Let's keep going. No, this is Ironfast Keep. Technically the third Warsworn keep, whatever you're supposed to be going to. And yeah, this one's kind of huge. Got like a whole training battleground down there, it looks like. Of course, there's pottery to be destroyed
Rotting
and
hell,
looked at.
the sun is feasting.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Don't want to pick fights with the Warsworn right now, considering that they are... oh, actually they'd be the same level as me. Apparently they scale levels 10 to 27 here, go figure. It's not like the first one where it's like ludicrously over-leveled from what you would ever be when you first reach it, unless you go out of your way to delay going there. Got a healer there. Got a bunch of rooms. But the more important stuff is in the other direction.
The heights of Menetyre are thick with
Because if we go this other direction, eventually. It's a big place. Did I mention that?
Rotting hell, the sun is feast.
Get the dining hall. Always important. You know, soldiers march on their belly or some such. I think, what was that, Napoleon?
Speak your mind. Now who's this? I've grown so used to the same few drifters coming in for supplies and the contract board. A fresh face is a welcome thing.
Contract board?
It's right beside me. The work's open to any and all. When a contract's done, they come to me for their pay. Sworn to war.
Alright. Missing person in Alcerund. Apothecary Eldrick Orheim left Whitestone on the western road 12 days past. He went seeking one Bodine Borges in Alcerund, and was to send news back to the Whitestone on his arrival. He can be recognized by the fine carved walking stick he keeps by him. Any news regarding Eldrick will be rewarded with coin of gold. Security delivery to Odessa. Person of highest integrity and reliability sought to deliver a valuable package of one Vian Service to Basilicia Nostra, the Isles, Odessa, payment upon receipt of goods. Spider thinning. As happens this season every year, spiders have been more numerous in Menetyre. Pay available for capable fighters to remove 8 spiders from the area. Spider stingers required as proof of payment. Speak to Adrith de Affront for further questions. Alright, cool.
The heights of Menetyre are thick with Jotun.
No, we have one we can already turn in.
Me, I'm rarely outside. Always things to be done about the keep.
Oh, okay,
All right,
that's to pick up the delivery that's going to Odessa. We're not going to Odessa for a while, so we're not too concerned with that. But you, Gavrok Val, Vaye.
My poor old master had but one dying wish, that his prize blade, the one on the wall, be mended. Some days I dream that I'll do it myself. Then I remember, I'm a poor untrained apprentice who can barely forge a soup spoon.
What blade is that that's so
Why,
important?
that's Haldabeer's blade. It's famous, from the Fey Wars. My old master always said he'd fix it right again. Might have, if he'd lived. Now it just hangs on the wall, taunting me, reminding me of all I'm not.
How was it broken?
In battle. Oh, it's a wondrous tale of how Haldabeer slew his foe. I'd tell, but I don't think I could do it justice.
Anything I can do to help?
Repair the sword? Not likely. There's one man living who can, and he'd rather eat nettles and stare at the sky than raise hammer to anvil. You can find the hermit smith yourself, up in the Menetyre Heights. But don't expect much.
I've met them.
Really? You have? Don't think you could talk him into mending that blade on the wall, do you?
I can give it a shot.
If he would mend that blade, I'd be delirious. Were he to stay here and finish my training, but I don't dare to dream so much at once.
Oh, that's seems like a nice open quest. And actually, you know what?
And scars. That's the iron fast way. Me, I'm rarely outside. Always think, oh, you want that contract, do you? Now you guard these ghastly things closely. Mind you, they're not suited for combat. They're for surgery and unnaturally sharp.
I was about to say Eldrick Orheim. That name sounds familiar. Okay, I did find them. They're dead.
Dead? Why, that's a shame. I'd say I'm sure he'll be missed. But he's from Whitestone, so you never know. And that's his walking staff there. I'll take that. Job well done.
About the spider contract.
Oh yes, well you'll need to collect the required number of spider stingers from spiders in Menetyre. You won't have much trouble finding them, they're all over, which frankly is exactly the problem. So long.
Okay. I was hoping maybe like I'd pick them up even though I hadn't started the contract because I killed a bunch of spiders already.
Have we here?
And back here we've got a, what is this? A sagecraft altar. And some more
The
people.
heights of Menetyre are thick with Jotun.
But for the
Yes.
moment, let's quest. Find the Hermit Smith. And we'll see if we can find some. Actually, since we know where he is, let's If we can't find some spiders along the way. And yes, I realize I have a level up, but there's a reason I'm not doing it right now.
Rotting hell, the sun is fierce.
And... oh, it doesn't show any spiders on the map. Of course not. That would make things easy. I hope the fact that like I already cleared this place out doesn't make things difficult to complete this quest. Let's see, easiest route is going to be going this way. Didn't I already get that spot of Scarlet Flowstone? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, hey. It's some treasure from the big Jotun and Kobold battle. Earth Crushers. Okay, might-based boots. Or greaves, I guess. Named for a Jotun hero said to dance in battle like a capering jester, crushing the stone beneath him into gravel. It seems like pretty useful stuff, but not for my build. And let's talk to the Hermit Smith. See if we can't do anything to help convince him to help that poor guy out.
No lessons, no precious pearls of wisdom. I've left that all behind. You have my thanks. Now go.
You're needed in the Ironfast Keep.
Oh, what for? Can't imagine what old Braskin can't handle on his own.
You knew the old master?
I still know him. I came to Menetyre because of him, the only man in all Amalur I respect.
Well, I have bad news for you, buddy.
What? He's dead? Then he never mended that sword, and that green apprentice is left alone half-trained. Damn it all, I swore I'd never... But the blade and the apprentice and the blade... It won't do. I must go. Bring me a compound known as Master's Tallow from Hervar's dorsal, and the sword is yours. I'll be at Ironfast waiting.
Alright. That's what I thought with the Master's Tallow, that you get it from that plate, or you get it from there, but... we actually already found some. Let's go to the other place, though, just to be, you know, thorough about things. And no, don't ask me why I'm jumping down the cliffs here. I mean, it turns out it's good. Apparently I missed some more treasure from the big battle here. But I can just fast travel to the place we need to go, so... Toughened Talisman. That is somehow weaker than what I already have. Go figure. Or, no, map. Let's see what happens if we bring him to Master's Tallow. That should be interesting. Anyway, this place here. Hervar's Dursil. Again, ranked or scaled levels 10 to 25. If I'm not mistaken, it's a pretty simple dungeon. Ow! That's what you get for touching me. Everybody explodes. The end. Right, traps. This place has traps. Kinda forgot about that. Medallion of Clotting. Yeah, bleeding resistance, don't bother. And yeah, the map looks like it loops, and it does, but you can only go in one direction on the loop. Actually, wait, yeah, we're now level 25, technically. So actually, that's the level cap for this area. And actually, for a lot of stuff going forward, really. And... wait, what? Oh, okay, I see what's going on. Paths going under each other and whatnot. And then there were none. Nope. Nope, nope. Actually, wait. Okay, for a brief moment I thought, wait, was one of those names in purple? I just wasn't paying attention. And no, there wasn't anything in purple. There's, however, a skeleton over here. One that isn't trying to kill us, so I can appreciate that. Been a few too many of those in this dungeon here. I mean, they're not hard to kill, so it's not like it's too big of a bother, but you know, I'm not cool with skeletons trying to kill me. It's just not something I'm down with, you know? Yeah, I think I found my combo. That's some good combo right there. Ooh, excuse me. I'm gonna clean out junk again. And there's a hidden treasure cache somewhere around here. Pile of rocks, of course. Alright, and so that door is closed. That's the way back. So that must be the way forward then. And actually, yeah, that makes sense, okay. And another pile of rocks, of course. Nope. Nope. Cool. You know what? Give me one moment. Take a look here. Consumables. Your master damage deflection. Master steel. We got a lot of master steeled curtain. Let's just start drinking our greater steeled curtain. And, yeah, we'll drink the greater damage deflection. Actually, wait. Yeah, okay. Start freeing up some inventory space and not hoard our potions. You're gonna get some use out of them. Especially those greater health regeneration potions. I have way too many of those things. I love the fact that if you get hit in the middle of it, it interrupts your casting animation, but not the spell going off. I mean, that seems like it's kind of broken and doesn't feel like it's probably supposed to do that, at least from my experience of other RPGs. Yeah, Bodskins. No, that's not. I didn't want to level up. I'm going to go into my inventory. I'm going to get rid of some junk. Why do I have extra stuff in armor? Oh yeah, the double-plated chalices and the earth crushers, neither of which I can use. There we go. We have space in the inventory now, in which we can just throw stuff in similar quality to what we just threw out. I don't know if that feels like it was much of a step forward on that, but whatever. Ooh, I see enchanted chest. The Chan's robe. 23 points of defense. It's pretty sizable. I lose the +1 to sorcery abilities, but honestly, I might be overpowered. Being able to take a hit. Now, let's see what the description says on this one, since it's part of a set. I have mastered all Vrekor's secrets, Lashan boasted. With these relics were found unmarked among his ashes. The gods will not be mocked. You know what? I'll take it. Ah, and there's that Master's Towel that we're looking for. So that's good. That is a lot of sockets on that, but not really anything worthwhile. Can't look at that paper, nothing in here. And then... we go this way to make our way out. Fighting inevitably more skeletons along the way, because that seems to be the theme in this place. Ow! I thought I hit the button to disarm that, not to trigger it, but, you know, cool, whatever. Ow. That reminds me. Get that health regeneration going. Use up some of those health regeneration potions that we've got stockpiled, and probably don't need all of those, if we're being honest. That's that sparkly over there. Oh, hey, you're still alive over there. That's fine. Woo, yeah. Invincibility frames, huzzah. Oh, no, okay, everything's dead. Okay. That's cool. I mean, it's what I was going for anyway, so... Yeah, the meteor spell might be a bit overpowered. I mean, I'm enjoying just blowing up enemy parties like, nope, we're not fighting, you are all dead now. But, yeah, it's a bit overpowered. And what's in here? Alright. Probably should remember to pause the animated backgrounds, or at least to pause the transitions. Because the transition... Ooh, that caused the game to freak out a little bit there. And, okay. I was thinking I had to hit a switch to open it. Maybe that was like that in the entryway where it's like it showed it, but there wasn't actually a path there. But no, that was just a thing that was there for some reason. I'm not sure why that button was there. Nice big room. Doesn't look like there's actually anything in it. Oh. Ah, Menetyre, huh? Kindly back the fuck off. Oh, Big Daddy. Big Daddy's awake. You know what? I haven't fate shifted in a while. Let's do this. Nope. Life Drinker. Well, let's take a look. Oak Staff. Definitely nope. Life Drinker. I meant to look at that. Okay. No, not level up. Inventory. Weapons. Great Sword. The highest expression of the necromancer's art. Do not expect to be received in polite society when carrying this weapon. What is it with the weird fleshy swords so frequently lately? Necromancy is kind of creepy. Scorched earth. Armor of the Wanderer. Surrounded by foes, Korn hid in a cave where he found this armor. In his newfound armor, Korn faced his enemies, and they died. So the stories about Korn are not very interesting. See, Master's Talisman. Yeah, not that great. And then, yep, this should be the way out, which will be nice. Then we'll go back to the Ironfast Keep and reunite. What? L button. Reunite. I don't know if reunite is the right word, but you know that guy and his former friend's apprentice reunite or bring them together to reforge this really awesome sword, apparently. I don't know.
Polished armor means you haven't used it yet.
Polished armor means you haven't used it.
Actually, you know what? I can agree with that. You know, you look good in your armor, but it's just polished and neat and clean. Yeah, you haven't seen combat yet. At least not in that armor. And, you know, maybe that's the point. You just want to look good in your armor. You're not really looking for a fight. But if you're looking for a fight, your polished armor isn't a good sign that you're going to do well in that fight, perchance. Question on. I have no idea. I presume. Yep. Okay, you are over here. Where do you get the sword? How does it hover on your back like that? Anyway.
Have the Master's Tallow? Then let's begin. Lords of Iron and Fire, it's good to be back at the forge. Brace yourselves now.
Alright. So let's watch the man at work.
Behold, Haldebeer's blade, strong and whole. As you made this possible, I insist that you take it. A hero deserves a hero's sword. Now, if you're done gawking, I have a clumsy oath of an apprentice to trade.
Oh! He's also got me to train. The advanced trainer for blacksmithing. And behold, now we can level up and put that point here. Fortunately, it doesn't get as much progress on like not over leveling anymore because we don't have either the book nor access to the master trainer for blacksmithing. But hey, held out on that level up and didn't over level when I didn't need to. That's nice. Anyway, as for leveling up our sorcery skills here, you know what? There we go. Ah, we've ascended from being a sage to a sorcerer, boosting again our elemental damage, mana cost the reduction to our mana cost. We now regenerate 2 mana per second, or plus 2 to mana regeneration per second rather, and 20% duration of all duration-based spells, and Ice Blink has been upgraded. Not entirely sure what that upgrade does, but it's better now. I'm curious. 4 ethereal orbs that deal 80 points of damage each. 16% damage reduction. Yeah, we're in pretty good shape here, I would say. Anyway, with that taken care of,
Greetings.
well, I guess we should continue making our way to Edessa. We've now got two things to take care of there. But between us and Edessa is Menetyre, and that's a place that has a lot to do, if I'm not mistaken. So we might be there for a little bit. Anyway, for the moment though, I think we'll call it a day. Tune in next time where, well, we make our way to Menetyre and continue on the quest to reach Edessa. Till then though, as always,
Shield sister?
later folks.
I
Actually,
see few enough strangers in Ironfast.
there we go, much better view. There we go, much better view. Now I can properly say, later folks.